Hello. So stream is going to live in just 3 minutes. So hello everyone, I'm back to stream. So it's Mr. Brockling right here, and I'm going to solve today only on lead code. So today I'm not going to solve the questions on the Codeforces because I find that lead code are much better for a warm-up sessions. So let's find some questions right there. Uh, I'm just thinking about what topic should I start today. So I think strings are better. Okay. I will sort it according to the difficulty, and I will solve only those which I haven't solved earlier. So I know some of them are like I've been through some of these problems and already tackled out some of them. So let's find some robot returns to origin. I don't want the question that which if I put like if I select it and the difficulty is like too high and I learn nothing. So I don't want that type of questions. So let I think robot return to origin. Let's first study the questions and then I'll decide if I have to do it or not. Okay, oh, it's 2D plane. That's my weakness. I will study them, but first I will learn how to do it and then I'll like solve those type of questions. Position of large groups. Okay, these are all so 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. What is it shows? Let's move to another one. Find common characters. Like this looks really simple. Let's see what happens. Given a string array of words, return an array of all characters that show up in all string within the word, including duplicates. You may return the answer in any order. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Just for a warm up. Okay, so I've given a string. So I've given a string word, string array. So I've given a string array, and I have to find all the common characters which occurs in all the sentences. And definitely there are duplicates also. So I have to keep track that I have to keep track of the frequencies also. So therefore, there must be use of some hash maps to store the frequency or to the frequency array to store the obviously to store the characters or frequency of characters. So let's think about the approach first. So let me just give it 2 minutes and let's see if I come up with an approach or not. Okay, so include duplicates. The A is B using array. Give this E. So what is the okay? They are length of 100. Yeah, then 100. Okay, I can do one thing that I take this as a reference and then comparing all the other strings with this reference string. I make first the first word array as a reference, and then I will compare all the others with this. I think the complexity may go very up, but here the constraints are very small, like the word length is less than 100, means they, if at the fullest length, excluding this, there will be only 99 comparisons because the maximum length can go only about 100. So even if I use a slower algorithms, it will still run because the constraints are very small. So I can do that, but how will I figure out the frequencies of the characters? So let me see what I can do for that. I can do one thing that after selecting a certain character, if I found it on every other characters, I can make that particular character as I can change that character. For this, I have to check if the string have the inbuilt method of contains. Does the string have dot contain? Sorry, contains method Java? Let's check that. Yes, the Java language that contains. Okay, the strings have contains method. So it will make the program a little easier. So, and we have to check if how to remove a certain character from the string, like how to remove certain character at index in string in Java. So, okay, I have to use a string builder and string builder string delete caret index. No, I don't want to index. I have to delete only characters. So character string original string dot replace. But the replace, as far as I know, the replace method replaces all the occurrences of the character. So I don't want to replace all the occurrences of the character. I want to replace only some occurrences of the character. So okay. So how to remove the some occurrences character. Okay. Caret to remove, delete caret. Oh, so I have to find the index. So dot index will give me the index. Oh, okay, okay. I think I got everything. I need to solve this particular question. So first of all, I will make a hash set of string, obviously string. And do I need a hash set, or I can directly? No, I think I don't need that. The okay, the minimum is string. So I just need to make a list, array list of characters, character as my answer list, and I will start this. So I've created my answer list where I will store all the common characters and with their respective occurrences. So let's now make the reference like string reference is equals to words 0. So the first word, I will treat it as a reference. And now I will, with this reference, I will compare all the other remaining strings in the word array. So I will loop through all the words, I less than words dot length, yes, and then I plus plus. And then I will check if, like I will have to make a Boolean flag which shows me that yes, it contains all the characters, either like all the words contains that certain character from the reference. Like if this flag at the end of the loop, if this flag is found to be false, it means there was some words which which disobey the rule that they contain that specific character. Or in other words, if this flag at the end of the loop comes out to be a false, it means that there were some word in the words array that do not obey the same character as in the reference. So let's check it out. If we'll check if ref wait, I have to okay, so okay, so it will create a one and one. Okay, everything is good. So I have to check here. Also I have to keep an in for reference. End index. Okay, it will reference. Here ch is equals to ref dot char at index. So it will give the first, like it will give the first character, and now I'll check if all others contains this characters. So let's see if if words that I dot contain character to like we cannot use directly that dot contains because as far as I know the dot contains expects a string parameter as a string as a string as an argument. So defining a character in place of the string argument, it will create an error. So that's why I'm using the character to a string method to convert that character into a string so that the contains method can follow up correctly. So, and I want that if it doesn't happen, like if it is false, then I have to make the as flag as false. So loop will end if like loop after the loop ends if I found that flag is false. Like if the flag is false, I don't have to do anything. I have to check only if flag is true. If flag is true, then I have to first include this character into the to our answer, like answer dot add ref dot get enter. Okay, so it's saying that if if oh I have to take a loop for this too. Int j is equals to 0, j is less than I have to like ref dot length. I forgot that I have to traverse this many times. Like if the length of the first word is like 5, so I have to traverse 5 times to check each and every character. So I will do another loop with sorry j plus plus, and I have to put all this logic into that into this loop. So it goes right here. Let me correct the spacing so that it look clean. Uh, okay, it look clean. What? Don't understand this code is okay. Okay. This code, and I will make it right there, and right there. The indexing and character that like code indexing. So now we have to like j index. We can we can then we can remove this. Drag the J. So now we no longer need the index. So let's so now if I found flag is true, it means that there was there wasn't any word who doesn't contain the character C, that reference character. So I have to take this out and put it on the outside loop. This will create a character C. Okay. So flag. Okay. Okay. Then I will add this character I. If this is true, like if only the flag comes out to be true, and I I have to do that string builder str is string builder builder. So this string I will if this comes out to be true, then what we can do is Gradual. So I think the approach has come to be a wrong approach because even if I find something, a character that yes, they includes in every character, so I have to loop all through them again and to remove that character each time. So that's what we can do is we can do is we I think the my approach comes out to be really wrong. So let me think about what how can we correct it. Dot contains. Okay, if it is contains. Okay. So oh, I see, I see, I see, I see. I have a solution for that. I actually have a very good solution for that. But that I'll first create a frequency array. Okay, so I will create a frequency array. Like int what I've thought what the solution I come up with that I will store all the frequency of the character in a frequency array. So what I will do is if I like suppose I compare this and all the remaining words and this come out to be that yes this character came uh in every word. So when I came to the second L, I know that like if I come to this character and if this character is in every other words and if I come to this second character and I found that it is still contains the like every other word still contains this. No, 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 no. I cannot do that. That frequency wasn't work. I have to remove that particular character right there. Okay, I have to remove the character right there. So this flag is reference. So I have to okay. So I will remove that character, that particular str is equals to new string builder. So I will put that particular word in this. So the word would be word, and I will put that particular word right there, and I will then the int index index is equals to str dot index of index of ch. So it will return the first occurrence of the character ch in our word in our words I in that particular word. Like if I like l, then it will give the first occurrence like this. It will give this. So I what I will do is I will just remove this. So how will I remove this? So str dot delete char add index, and after that I will what I'll do is I will replace that word with the new string. So it will come out to be words of I is equals to str dot to string. So I think it will work. I think it will work correctly. So it will str dot hi is equals to okay. It will just replace that replace this old words with a new word, new new word. Oh yes, it's correct. Okay, so okay, so the words has been arranged correctly. Now, if everything is if the flag comes out to be okay, so I have to put this flag into the loop itself so that it gets renewed every time the loop runs. So let's check. I think it's all enough to run our code. So let's see if we get any error. Damn, it doesn't come out to be as simple as I thought. So expected what what the array list. Okay, ch. I think it's correct. How to initialize it? I think it's a array list character initialization using dot add chr is here. I think everything is with characters. Character. Oh, I'm sorry. That it comes that hash that was the problem, I think. And oh yeah, these these left out quotes is just giving some troubles. Okay, character dot string cannot be referenced from a static construct context. Non-static method to string. String. Okay. The ch. I forgot to put the ch right there. That cannot be converted to string. So enter the str.index of ch. So I think I have to again put the character dot to string ch there too. Let's see if it works. And cannot find symbol I. Where is this I? No. Cannot not ch. I have to add ch. Okay, okay, now I understand. I think I think it will still give some error, but let's see. Yes, it's true. So I have to put the character dot to string method. The character dot to string. It must work now. Index no, no. Index. Oh, like I didn't solve the problem where that if the particular character doesn't even exist, so I can put this in the else block, and I think everything then will be much better. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it worked. And let's submit by let's check it by submitting it, and it worked. So as I thought earlier, so the complexity is very low, very bad complexity. But however, it solved like beat 5%. I think if I submit it again, it may changes the time complexity because it's a lead code. No, it doesn't change. It means that as like before solving this question, I already knew that the complexity is going to be very bad because of the dot contains and the all the traversal we are going through and like converting it into a string builder and then updating it and then updating the word original array. So it was predefined that the complexity is going to be really bad, like it's going to be awful. So what we're going to do is as we are here to learn, so I will learn the better approach. So I'm going to just check if I'm going to check the 1 millisecond solution. Generally 1 milliseconds or the if the band gap is just so large, then the extreme versions are literally the harder ones, like they use like different approaches. So but let's see what they have used that the program took only 1 millisecond to run. Okay, what? Okay, okay, so they're counting the frequency right here, frequency of characters in the first string. Okay, so the frequency is equals to count. Okay, for one I less than frequency check. What does frequency check do? Takes an integer array and it be and new frequency. Minimum of A of I and B of I. So minimum of A of I and B of I frequency. Frequency check. Count word I of frequency. Okay. Now I'm understanding that they are just comparing the frequency, two frequencies of the two array. And if the minimum The minimum may if the characters are not common, the minimum of them will be 0. So okay, so I understand it. Now I understand it completely, I think. So okay, the pulse frequency. This is string list new array list for less than 26 if frequency of I is not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, char ch is equals to char plus I. String s is equals to string dot value of ch while frequency of I is greater than 0. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a really like it's a really clever move that we will take all the common frequencies, minimum of them, and at the last, if like if after traversing all the arrays, we found it that the minimum of them is 2. It means there were two characters that two like the character occurs 2 times in every word. So like yes, that was a really nice approach. So we will solve this by this approach in the next time we found anything like that or in the tomorrow session so that I get to remember this method and I'd like to understand the approach. I already understand the approach like the way they have used, but okay, that's good. Now let's move to the next question. Number of days between two dates. This sounds interesting. Write a program to count the number of days between two dates. The two dates are given as a string format. So I say, wow, that really looks interesting. So the given dates are valid dates between the year 1971 to 2100. Okay, so I have to count the date. Okay, so it's a count the date. So I have to extract it from this. I have to extract the year, date, and month. So, what I'm gonna do is I have to first declare that how many days does each whoa, problem arises when the when it changes. Like it can be from 12 like December to January or February. Then I have to use the modulus to make it a circular. So wow, that's it's I think it's a very interesting question. So let's just start. Okay, so okay, okay, so let's go. First, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extract the year and year, days, and months. So what I understand that the first four characters represent the year, and then the next two represent month, and the next two represent the days. So I can put it in I can use the split method to split it by using this, or we can use directly the indexing to know the years. So int initial years, initial year like start like S here. So it will like it represents the starting years, like what was the starting year. So the starting year would be, I know it would be it will be date one dot substring from 0 to 1 0 1 2 3 4. So it's good. So from till the 4, it's gonna be the integer. I have to put it into the integer dot parse int. So whatever because the substring returns the string value, and I'm gonna put it into the integer by using the integer dot parse int. So int starting month would be same as integer dot parse int, and I'm gonna use the date one dot substring. Sorry, substring, and the substring is going to start from the like 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 4. It is start from 5 to 7. So it's gonna be start from 5 to 7. We're taking it to 7 because the substring automatically removes the last, so it excludes the last index. So that's why we're using 7. And again, we have to take in enter start date. So it's again integer dot parseInt date one dot substring, and the date starts from like 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So it goes from the 8 to 9, so that's why I'm gonna take the 10. So we have to do this all same for the, sorry, we have to do this all for the like ending year, end years. These are for the starting years, starting year. So, okay, now I have to change the date one from date two, date one from date two, and date one from date two. And that starts from, I have to change this from end year, end month, and end date. So now I have all the values like months, date, like months, year, and date. I have to do now, I think they'll use some type like I think hash map. They are using hash map to store the which month stores how many days. So let's see what they are using. Like no, I don't know. I think two dates are as given. Show example. Oh no. So no, there must be some way to find the given, like if the given number, if the given month is a 30th day, the given month consists of 30 days or 31 days. Because without that, the values will be off by some degree. So we cannot assume that every month contains 30 days, because there are some which doesn't, which contains less than 30 days. So like December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, December 2021, like as it has it. So what we can do, we can do one thing. We can create an array, and then we will call it as then, or call it as, yeah, then. It will be a like short form. So new and so I'm gonna put directly the values in it. So as we know that we can put, so should I care about the leap year too? Between 2 days? Should I care about the leap years too, I think? I think yes, if they are like using if I have to literally tell the number of days between 2 days, so I think I have to I think I have to make the leap year leap year too. So okay, no problem. So we're gonna use as the January have 31 days. Okay, so I have to add the if no, we can add just normal years, and if the problem is if the year is leap year, then we're gonna add the extra one at the last. So it's 28, it's it's 31, it's 30, 31, 30, 31, 30, 31, 30, 31. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. August also have 31st days. It goes out to be 0, to be 1, goes out to be 0. So January, February, March, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. One more. So 31. So this gives the total. So 0. I think first I will guess 0 to make it the 12th index. So it will make the little easier. I have to also make the program for the leap year. So let's go for it. Static void. I have to take a boolean leap in year. I have to check if the program is a leap year or not. If the year is divided is percentage 4 and 100. Okay, wait. First I should make the other criterias. So I have the dates. So first I have to calculate the remaining years. Remaining year. Remaining year would be the end date minus start date. Okay. So int rem. So what I'm gonna keep track of the months. So the months. I have to track how many months are left. Oh, okay. There can be multiple ways to do this. Like we can have something like so first we can do is we ignore the year and we just main focus about the like June, like the months. Like we calculate all the remaining number of months we have, and then we proceeded for the counting the days. So that can be a one way, or we can do that. First we calculate the year remaining, and then after we calculate the like then after we can calculate the dates. So so let's get back to the real approaches. So okay, so so it's ended minus the remaining rem month is equals to the start month minus sorry end month. end month minus start month. So the thing goes like I have to also make the the leap year for program, like have to complete this leap year. So we know that we can return simply just if a year is leap by if it is if it is a multiple of 400 or it satisfies that it is divisible by 4 correctly, like perfectly it is divisible by 4 and like the year percentage 100 which equals to 0. No, it should not be equals to 0 because we are about for the 0 0 condition we have already checked it right there. So here just I will now just have to return the main value. So it gives the check. Now it's I think correct. So now I have to make another program for count days, like public static int count. So int y and so int y states what's the year, int y int m denotes the what is the month, and then the left is the int days. So what it's gonna do is this takes the remaining y, like the remaining year, remaining month, and the remaining dates. So okay. So what it's gonna say is that how much time we have left before completing this year, this particular year. So now we in this program we have to use this like this array. So I'm gonna use this array right there. Okay, correct. So now what should I do? Let me think. So I have to I have to been through all the years and I have to check if the year is like if the year is leap year, then I have to check like I have to check for 366 or 365. Okay. Okay. Now I understand that the main problem we have to first check the previous the previous years. So I'm gonna guess in day equals to 0 and for I is equal to 0 r less than year I plus plus. I'm gonna check that if days is equals to leap. If the current year is leap, then we will add like 366 or else we're gonna add 365. So what this gonna do is add in days of all the previous years. So we have added all the previous and now what we have left is the previous month. We have to add all the previous month. So I is equals to 1 because the month is starting from the first in this array. So I is less than m because we are just calculating the number of days from the till the previous month. So I plus plus and we're gonna check like days plus is equals to then I. So because the then this then array denotes the number of days in the particular month. So that's why we are just adding the days the remaining months have. So now we have to check if is equals to 2. We have to check if the month is February and the year is leap. Like is if the month is February and it's a leap year, then I have to add like what? Then I have to add one more like days plus plus. So and so I think it's all done. So we have added the month. We have added the oh we forgot to add the days. So days plus is equals to the remaining days I have, and I have to just return the days. What here I have to do is I have to just count the days like in day 2 is equals to we have to check how much days we have left. So of count of year, e-month, and e-date. So into day 1 is gonna be count as year, as month, as date. So the final answer is gonna be just like how much days they have in like how much days the difference carries. So 1. I think it should work. We have did everything. Okay, so what the error happened? Cannot find the symbol. These two. Okay, I put the S. So I think it's gonna be a correct because the approach is okay. It's the final lesson method. Like it's the test case has been accepted perfectly, and here the submission is also correct. So however, my approach is not up to the mark because of the we are literally counting by years and months and this, but there are some solutions which works better than mine. So what they're using, it's just a point of curiousness. What? Here they're just calculating the leap year. They are just getting the extra days from leap year. Okay, so they are pre-calculating it. Like they're using every time we are just checking if the year is leap, and then after we are adding the +1, they have already calculated all leap years till that day, so that they don't have to like. Okay, so everything is good. And then what he has done? Okay, okay. So that's the problem. That's the our this part. We are the main problem is going to be our this section because it is calculating the leap and also here. These are the two parts which put our algorithm or put our approach at right to the 4 millisecond. Otherwise, our algorithms are almost same as the people doing with it with 0 milliseconds. So okay, it's good. Somehow it passed, but it was a really good question. It was a really good question, like really good one. So now for after I think the 1 hour has been completed, so we're gonna take some break for this, and after break we will come back to solve some more questions. The break is not gonna be more than of 10 minutes, so let's have some break. So we are right back after the break. I know I was streaming without the sound just because of some was sounding like so you have to prevent the copyrights or any type of such things. So in this question we have just to it says the increasing and decreasing street. First we have to at as they said we have to take first smallest character append it when the next smaller next greater than the smallest we have to append it and the next greater we have to append it. Then we have to repeat this step two, like this appending the smaller until they can there is no longer characters left to be removed. Remove the largest character from S and append it to the then I have to reverse this like C and then remove the largest character from S that is smaller than the last appended like C, B and A. So from there from like first A to last A it will be just a reverse. So repeat step 5 until no more character can be removed. Repeat step 1 through 6 until all character from S has been removed. Okay. Okay, so I have to just A, B, C, then C, B, A, and then A, B, C, and C, B, A. Okay, okay. So the problem is saying that we have it's not that simple because we have to during this each operation we have to remove that particular occurrences from this string. Okay, so it's not the like the thing which we were. So let's make string builder equals to new string builder and how long the character should go? Oh, it is the 500. So I think there are other ways to make a character to directly to the string, but we're not gonna use that. So for let's see how to convert. So we're gonna say how to convert a char array to string builder. String builder array. Okay, so we can do it directly in direct array. Okay, that's it will very easy for that. So what we do is string dot append th. So it's create the string builder for this s. We have created the string builder so that we can efficiently remove or add the characters from it. Because in Java the strings are like a mutable thing, immutables. So every time we do an operation on the string, we will create a copy of the s, which eventually take up the lot of spaces. Like if the character goes to 500, so it will take the 500 extra spaces. So now Now what we have to do is to loop. We have to loop the throughout the string builder, and like as now it's the shorted already. So we take oh we have to count how many times each character is occurring. Okay, that's good. So we're gonna do is we're gonna loop it all over the strings. I is equal to 0, r less than. We are using str.length because the length is variable. That's why. So therefore, we have to make another string builder as answer. String builder answer is equal to new string builder. So the answer string builder contains or the final answer, which here is stated as the result. So in place of result, we have the answer string builder. So first we have to check the largest, like I mean smallest character. we know that the smallest character is gonna be the first character of the our sorted str string builder. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let instead append str dot char I. Let me think about let me think about the approaches more clearly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take one, append it, then I'll find the next one, then append it, and then I'm gonna find the next another one. I'm gonna append it. Okay, and eventually removing them also. Okay. Oh, so I have to iterate while the str dot length is greater than greater than 0. I have to iterate until the whole string builder is empty. So what we're going to do is so I'm gonna let the in like the char ch gonna be the str dot char 0. Let's just say like the index is equals to 0. So the character is gonna be the index, and now what I'm thinking about is first I will take a character from a certain index. Now what I'm gonna do is first I will remove str dot delete char at index. Now the string is removed right there, and I will append it to the answer dot append ch. So in one iteration, the thing is going to happen is that okay. So I have to also increase the while to make the current while current is equals to ch in plus plus while str dot char at index. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the first character and I will append it and I'll delete. Then I will move further till I get the character as not equals to the previous one. So it will come out to be B, and it will add the B, and then it will add the C. So in this one iteration, okay, so in one iteration, what it's gonna do is, but it will just keep adding them. Just keep adding them and until the string becomes too empty. So I have to think about something else. I can do one thing that I can create a boolean turn variable as true, which defines if I have to add the alphabets in increasing or decreasing order. So If it, the turn is correct, then what I'm gonna do is this. Okay, what I'm gonna do is this. So just correcting the indexes. Oh no. Now the indexes has been corrected. So I'm now gonna make the turn is equal to opposite of turn so that the other gets also a chance. So what this loop gonna do? This loop is going to make it add into the answer in the correct order. So, and what I have to do in the else part? In else part, I have to add them in reverse order. So I will start from the index. The index will be from the last. And now I will add them in the last. So there ch gonna be the str dot cat at obviously index. So now str is gonna delete cat at index, and then I'm gonna just append it on the ch. Sorry, ch. So the delete carrot. Okay, everything's good. So what I'm gonna do is while like str dot cat at index is equals to ch. What I'm gonna do is index minus minus. So it will just make sure that we are not doing a duplicate. We're not adding duplicates. So after that, we're gonna make again the turn is equals to turn, so that we can the if the string is too large, so it can switch between each of them. So I think it's all enough to create our answer. So let's see if we can come up with this return answer dot to string, because our answer is a string builder, so we'll just take it by string. Let's see. Okay, define the method. So okay, this chr is already defined, so we're gonna rename it as something else. So here chr. So okay, everything looks fine now. Now let's go. Oh, I didn't see the other wrongs. So while ph greater than equal to 0 and I have to add these two, while end is less than str dot length and index 10 is out of bound for index 10. What is wrong here? So str dot caret index. So we are just adding them and then delete that character. I can say deletion should be in the after the loop. Let's see. No, it doesn't affect it. What? Yes, str.caret index. Okay, no, it was correct. So I have to just remove it, put it here, and then I have to check. Let's see which is greater than. If end, I have to make this index. Now I just put the wrong name, so that's why it was giving some errors. Let's see now if it works or not. And it's again error. So I have to put this right down there. Now I have to check what was the error. Index -1 out of bound of length 3. And we have to make a separate index for the deletion because the end is updated right here. So that's why we are updating it with the deletion. And it gave the wrong answer. What they say? AC, 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 AC. Okay. What's wrong right there? We have character. Okay. You delete character. Answer dot append. Ch. Caret. Okay. I cannot see the problem right here, but let's go through it again. So the term and the index is 0. Why it's not taking the B as it? I think it must be wrong right here because that's why it is not taking the B as a character. So while str dot caret index is equal to ph. Means 0 index plus. When the index just reaches B. Okay. Okay, now I understand what is the problem here. Okay. While index is less than str dot length, I'm gonna put this entire logic in that. It will make sure that it will run through complete loop. So even now, I'm not sure about it if it works all right or not. But let's check. Yes, it may work right now. So I have to put this logic too. So F-turn, I have to write this while index greater or equal to 0. Then I have to do all this logic, put it into here. And first, let me check if it works or not. Then I'll improve the code further. Okay, it ran. Let's see if okay, it ran. So thank God. So somehow it ran. So like that's a good part of the code. Like if your logic is correct and if you're thinking like it doesn't matter how different you are thinking. So if the logic is correct, it's gonna be work really well. It's just because of I'm using so much while loops, so the complexity goes to like while and while. So it's a complexity goes for like n cube, maybe. Yes, it's a n cube O of n cube. So it's a really bad complexity in terms of if you're talking about like efficient solutions. So these solutions, let's check out about the solution which ran about the 2 milliseconds. Wow, like these are the beauties of the like like more efficient solutions that their code is like it's true that it's are generally like less readable because of the complex logic they use to optimize the codes. So let's see what's happening. Let's analyze what different they are doing first. I think understanding it will take a like some amount of processing. So I think I should let's jump back to the next question and I will study it later because even if I understand this logic at the currently, I will eventually may forget the logic the very next day. So I will again try it with the with the attempt to reduce the complexity. So let's move to the next questions. Oh, I mistakenly cut the lead code too. Should we solve some other questions another another topic from another topics? I think I should check some counting array. Array. Let's get back to the array. We will solve some topic-oriented questions from tomorrow. I'll solve the bit manipulation questions so that to sharpen my skills on the bit manipulation as because the bit manipulation always reduces the complexity of the code to the very extent. And I'm pretty weak in bit manipulation, not only because of the topic is already complex, so that's why I'm going to study bit manipulation today, and we will solve almost 20 questions, if not less than that. So 20 questions around tomorrow on the only one bit manipulation. So the tomorrow session will only be a fully bit manipulations solving questions. So we may we may pick the questions from the lead code or the GFGs. Obviously not currently from Codeforces because of the Codeforces problems levels are a little too high. That's why we will pick the problems from lead code, GFG, or maybe from ChatGPT because ChatGPT gives really good questions on the selected topic if you really provide a good prompt. So I'm going to put it into the filter of the acceptance rate, and I'm going to solve them. I usually find the sub-arrays, like sub-arrays topic, like really confusing for me. So eventually I will put some one day session for the sub-array so that I can sharpen my skills on the sub-array. Sort the people. What? I've tried it. Did it run? Was it correct? No, it wasn't correct. So you're given an array of string names. So as this was wrong, so let's resubmit it. So you're given an array of string names and an array height that consists of distinct positive integers. Both arrays are of length n. For each index I, names I is for show and height I denote the name and height of the first percentage term, sorted in descending order by the people's height. Okay, okay. So I've already given a height and the names. So obviously it's a clear question of the like what do you say that a hash map. So it's a clear question of hash map, like really very easy questions like sorting a hash map. So it's a classic problem. So we're gonna solve it. I don't know when I've solved this. Let's see. So I haven't solved it. Okay, so let's do it today. Hash map. I'm gonna make the height. I'm gonna make this names little convenient to use. So I'm gonna make it integer, integer and string. So string new hash map. So now I'm going to iterate over these arrays and put them into the hash map. So for entire equals to I less than s dot length I plus plus. We can choose s dot length or names dot length because they both have obviously the same length because they are eventually the heights of the persons stated right there. So s equals to 0 less than half. So we will do that if ss does not contains h of I, then ss dot put. Okay, okay, now I understand. I don't even know how to use the hash maps. Let's get back to ChatGPT, and I will ask here in short version, like how to add elements in a hash map. Hmm, Dot. Dot. So I'm going to learn. I already know, but in Java, like in Java, they have made it a little complicated. So put if absent. Put if absent. Is this correct? Put if absent. Okay, correct. Absent. So the key is gonna be the hi, and the name is gonna be the name on I. So it eventually add all the names with their height. So we don't even need this if block because the inbuilt method put if absent already work already adds the new keys only. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna now sort it, sort the height, because we have to arrange them according to the increasing heights. So increasing height, descending order. We have to arrange them in the descending order. So there are very like a like method to sort array in descending. Like you can do it manually by swapping elements using that temp variable, but they like there is a inbuilt method which do it for your in relatively faster than what you could do. So as the dot collections dot collections dot reverse order. So it will sort the array in the descending order. Now we just have to iterate. We have to make a string answer array. String new string s dot length. Now we have to make also an index. Oh, I think we can use the for loops index. So as equals to 0, r less than s dot length I plus plus. And now we're gonna add. So the answer of I is equals to hs dot e value, and we have to put there the key. So h of I is the key. So it will eventually find it, and then we have to just return the answer. I guess it should work. The spelling of length was wrong. Now what it finds wrong, arrays dot sort. What is wrong in that? Nothing. Arrays dot sort. Where are collections? Okay, they are for these integers. They are for the wrapper classes. So primitive int we have to use this. And so we have to swap it eventually. So I'm going to remove it and I'm going to swap it manually. They're using a for loop, or we can use it as a while loop. They've used a for loop, we're gonna use it while loop. 0 and z is equals to s dot length minus 1. So while I is less than or equal to j, we're gonna get m which equals to h of I, and h of I will be h of z, and h of g will be h of I. Now I gonna be plus plus increment and j is gonna be decrement. So it will eventually reverse the order. So let's now do it. It should now work. And here we found another error. So already defined. Okay. So we're gonna make it another I and I and I. Oh, what? Output when using the key of the hash map. Get. Get. Hmm. Why it came wrong? Output is EJE. It's MEJ. I forgot that. No, it is a concept of distinct positive integer. It says that it's a distinct positive integer. So no two persons have the same height, can have same height. Why it's not working correctly? Oh, we are right here wrong. Oh, these silly mistakes make the code works totally different. And here it again gave the wrong answer. Let's see what happens. Emma, John, Mary, and Mary, Emma, John. Do I even need to sort it? And yes, I need to sort it. What is going wrong? And it's again wrong. Now we have to go through the chat GPT by asking for a little hint. Give a small hint on where it's wrong. It's without sorting it first. Oh, see, this was the error. Actually, when I converted it from the one line inbuilt method to the manual method, I forgot to add this arrays.sort. That's why it was giving some error. What they are using? Damn, what the hell is this? Bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, merge sort, partition, quick sort. What the hell, bro? Eventually, is using every type of sort. Why they are using all type of sorting algorithms? I don't understand a thing. Let's move back to the next questions. We're going for another question. Minimum element after replacing it with digits. With an integer and replace each element in num with the sum of its digit element in num after all replacement. Okay, this I think it's really simple because first we will make a separate static in num and so in sum 0. So while greater than 0, we're gonna make sum equals to sum plus percentage 10. It's gonna be divided by equal to 10. So n is gonna be n divided by 10. And yes, it will eventually return the sum of the digits. Return for int I is equal to 0, r less than num dot len I plus plus, and the number of I would be the sum of I. After that, we will short this, or we can keep track it right there. So like we will make a int min is equal to teacher dot max value. So we have created a max value, and now we'll check that min is equal to, sorry, not min is equal to math dot minimum of minimum and the minimum and now the current, like the updated num size. So we can just directly return the minimum. Let's see if it works. It worked. Let's see if it runs correctly for all the test cases. Yes, it ran. It was like a very simple question. We should try some medium questions. I'm just checking. I'm not going to solve it, I think, but I'm just checking if the question is good enough. I don't think it's good enough. Sort the matrix diagonally. Wow, a good question. Okay. It- This, I think, question is really interesting because I think it can be solved with using bit manipulation. Wait, it doesn't give any bit manipulation part, but I believe that I can solve it using bit manipulation. Yes, this is the question of bit manipulation. Just one more question and I will just end the stream. Oh, now we are going to solve any random such questions. So we're just figuring out. Let's see. So a distinct a distinct string is a string that is present only once in an array. Given an array of the string ARR and an initial key, return the kth distinct string present. Okay, second. The only distinct string in the ARR is D and A. D appear first, so it is the first distinct. Oh, okay. So actually, I have given a string like a string, and I have to find the kth distinct string. So string can be not only of the one character, there can be of, like we can see here, the each can be 5 letters long. So it's not very big constraint, it's a very small constraint. So let's let's go for the solution. Let's go for the approach. The approach here I can take is the the constraints are very low, so we can eventually like we can do the all the traversal and check if the particular exists or not. So for and I is equals to 0 and I is less than, let's say, k and I plus plus, we're gonna loop it all over. J is equals to 0, j is less than, so we are going for a do loop. Okay, I mistakenly removed it. So so now z as the j is less than, we have to find out the arrow dot length and then j plus plus. Sorry, not I, it's j plus plus. So what I'm gonna do is I will pick each and every string and I will compare them if they exist if they exist twice. Like I can use a hash map too. Like I take a hash map, I add each and every one of them, and every time I like pick one, I will remove that from the hash set. Yes, that sounds like a little better approach. That and I is equal to 0, I less than ARR dot length and I plus plus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hash set. Yes, that obviously of a string. So I says switch to new. Yes, that. Now the now we will add edge instead. Add the error of I. You have to check how to remove how to remove element as set dot remove. Okay, so now we'll count it for product string. So we'll make an empty string as an answer. And now for int I is equal to 0, I less than hs dot size I plus plus. Actually, not hs dot size. I will have to traverse all the way to the arrow dot length so that we can compare each and every string that if it is in the set or not. If hs dot contains none of error of I, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove error of I. Hence, we're gonna subtract the key. If we if k is equals to 0, then the answer is that same string. So the error of I would be the answer. So I think it's enough. Let's see if it works. CA. So it will not. So in the first test case, my code is given C, so the real answer should be A. It added all, then it checked if D, yes, removed. B, it contains B, just dot remove. And it's giving C. So it added everything. D comes out to be removed. B, it already exists. So remove the K comes out to be 1. So C, okay, I don't have to count the duplicates. I have to count the distinct. I have to count the distance. So I have to give the same logic right here. And if k is equals to 0, answer is equals to Answer is equals to era of I, and then we can break the loop. So we don't have to do this logic right here. It's only one wrong. B. It is given B as the answer. So it came and it removed. It came and so we okay, move break. Let's see what we can do if it contains H. Like we can do it simply by using the two for loops, but I want to do it using the hash set. So it contains T. Let's see where our code is wrong. Give a hint where it's wrong. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to use the double loop. Yeah, I can do the frequency mapping. I can use the frequency mapping. Very supposed to mean, and I forgot it. I can use the frequency mapping. For and I is equal to 0 less than dot length I plus plus then frequency of air. No. My bad. It's string, not characters. If I is not equals to G and error of I is equals to error of J. So break. No. Boolean found equals to false. Now found as true. And then break. Found equals to true. Break. After each loop, I'll check if found. If I found it, then I will keep it in negative. If a is equal to 0, then answer will be that particular string. So now we can return the string. Let's check if it works. It doesn't. Now what is getting wrong? I'm just asking for a hint. It's gonna be more than once. Okay. But the problem asks for the case distinguishment. So I said for now what is getting wrong? Oh, we forgot. We have to compare it. Not using not like this. Dot equals here. How it should work. Yes, it worked. And again, my complexity goes really down. We will see the better options later. But for today, this streaming, I'm ending the stream. It's it's going to be 5 a.m. in the morning. It's going to so it's 5 a.m. almost. So I'm ending the stream, and we will come back tomorrow with the bit manipulation questions. I know the main problem is I know I need to practice DSA a lot, like really a lot. Even my coding skills is like little weaker at the moment, but I will eventually find a way. I'm just I just want to say how much time it's gonna take, like how much effort it demands. Let's see where it's end. But I know one thing that I need to grind a lot on the DSA. Like my CP skills are not very good. My DSS are just like you can even say that they are just really bad. So I'll practice a lot and lot. So tomorrow I'll practice my bit manipulation skills. So till then, so good good night or say good morning. So I'm just ending it and we'll come back tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Greatness is coming.